Winchester! Damn it! Cover me!
still not assistance. Last week, someone took the suppressor manually yet again, jeopardizing a scheduled experiment. This is not the first case of negligent handling of crucial Project X documentation. This matter needs to be addressed at once.
Any documents in the control room should be off-limits to lab assistance. Last week, someone took the suppressor manually yet again, jeopardizing a scheduled experiment. This is not the first case of negligent handling of crucial Project X documentation. This matter needs to be addressed at once.
observed he's more than a work of art. He hasn't ceased to amaze us since he was connected to the monolith network. Faust opts to encourage the fighters to inspire them, rather than relying on his controller abilities.
He's not just a soldier. He's a general.
Yes, you make a good point. Remind me, where are you?
Something wrong.
Soldiers, seek shelter immediately. I repeat, we have an incoming emission. Seek shelter. Attention everyone, there's an emission outside. Extreme caution strongly advised. Remain in cover. I'll inform you when it's safe to come out.
My head. Fuck. I can't let history repeat itself. Today's March 3rd, 2017. You're S.T.A.L.K.E.R. You used to work at S.T.A.L.K.E.R, but you quit and tried to sabotage X-11. You failed. Escape to the mainland. Go into hiding. Then come back and make sure those bastards can't complete Project X.
Is over. Get back to your posts, as per your duty schedules.
your manners, young man. You won't even offer a man a seat and pour him a cold one?
Here. I don't want to be anywhere near these things.
Yes, this is it. At last.
There's nothing exciting in there anyhow. I've told you before, young man, if even my own work can end in failure.
Faust wasn't exactly a failure, in a way. Haven't you heard? He tapped into the X network, brought the monolith back, and caused a bloodbath all over the zone.
So he's your project? The abilities you incorporate?
Shut up! I knew I was right all along. So that bunch of old farts in pots haven't given up on my research. Hooking him up to the monolith was a stroke of genius. And I told them that the only way to create a true controller is to preserve his capacity to think, to feel, and make decisions. Sure, right now the choices he's making don't align with what the Ward, the NDST or anyone else had in mind. But I did succeed.
The MDST? What's that?
The scientists from Project X who, unlike me, were eager to continue their research even after it was officially shut down. It appears they were the ones who made the controller project a reality. Officially, they had no funding or approval to proceed. However, C Consciousness wasn't content with merely creating the zone. They were determined to safeguard a pitiful existence. That's why they needed the monolith. And later on, Faust and his abilities.
Why did you create Faust?
The mutants turned out to be far too unpredictable, useless, and downright dangerous. The aim was to mold them into obedient soldiers. The Liege had some success with more primitive tools. But I believed we were on the wrong path. The error, I thought, lay in the very design of the controllers. Without consciousness and human empathy, their C abilities were pitiful. Faust demonstrated this vividly, but masterful tools necessitate much more precise fine-tuning.
Who is Faust now? What have you turned him into?
We granted him the abilities of a controller mutant. But I'm convinced that Faust has retained his humanity. See, there's no more Project X, no C Consciousness, no MDST to protect. He wasn't being directed by a program. He initiated this of his own free will. I believe the monolith became an idea to him. Give a man an idea he can grasp, and he'll do much more than he would ever do coerced. I've always said that it works better than any leash.
I found the suppressor. Can you install it?
All right. I almost forgot the reason you're here. All the work I did. It's all become meaningless. You're going to kill Faust.
A lot of people died because of him.
Were they good people? Well, then find other good people to install the suppressor. I'm not a technician. You're as much of a fool as I am if you think you can set things right. The controller project was abandoned, and yet Faust endures. Monolith disappeared, and now it has returned. Go ahead and kill Faust, Stalker.
It won't change a thing. You'll see.
Thanks for those papers. They're a treasure worth all the years I spent at Malachite. We'll stay in touch. I've got grand plans for the future.
I'll help you find the suppressor. What more do you want? Let a man enjoy his oblivion in peace.
Quit bugging me, you Lopio.
Did you hear the news? Freedom and Duty are at it again. Now I gotta sit here and wait for Duty to storm in, take Rostock back, and execute me as a traitor. But for the moment, it's mostly just threats. And I've still got work to do. So, what's your poison? I used to think that I had to keep this bar running as a sort of obligation to Duty, but then I realized I just cared about the bar itself, no matter who hung out here. And as long as the treaty was in effect, plenty of folks didn't care who they shared a drink with either. Since we're friends and all, drop back.
Everything in the zone has always been up.
I don't like what's going on in Rostock right now, pal. War means death, and I came too close to that once. I'm not in a hurry to get back there, but I can't just up and leave, you know? The guys here need all my supplies. So, are you gonna try something on? Come see me again.
When the factions are fighting, it's great for business. The demand for our goods is through the roof. Restocking can be a challenge sometimes, but it's nothing we can't handle. Ragman has it easy, of course. The guns he sells are still smoking. I suppose old habits die hard. Hopefully that drunk will meet the same fate soon enough. Take a look at my merchandise. I've got quite a selection to choose from. You know who Ragman's last customers were? Guys from Duty. If you think it's worth doing business with that rat, think again. I have options to... I can...
Now that the treaty's been broken, I'm swamped with orders. Doesn't leave much room for creativity. You've got some tech to fix? Well, let's see it. I'd almost complete... Yes. Let's see... Bring me some.
Nobody really expected the freedom duty deal to last forever. But the only constant around here is Eugene's jealousy of my business. He's got his own supply issues, but he's always eyeing my shop, always trying to scare my customers away. You better stay away from him. I've got quality goods, tried and tested. Check it out. I don't give a damn about their turf wars. The more they kill each other, the more weapons I get. You'll get a disc. Don't.
Skiff, come in. How's Scott's request going? Is there a way to deal with the phantoms of our mad monolith preacher?
I've got the suppressor. It should shield me from Faust's influence.
Good news for once. Can't say the same about the rest. Faust is gonna turn everyone in the zone into fanatics. And the worst is that he's got a pretty good chance. But we have a plan. Head over to the Duga. I'll tell you all about it.
It's about time we stopped playing nice with duty. The moment Korshunov looked the other way, they decided to stab us in the back. So I've got a lot of work to do. No time for sitting around. So, are you going or not? Think fast. If you need any help...
Come here, bro.
More work now. More money, too.
A buddy of mine, stay safe.
I just persuaded Pike to listen to his body and reduce his tobacco and alcohol consumption. Then they brought him in with 3 bullet holes after a run-in with duty. He barely held on for half an hour. I don't understand why everyone here seems so eager to die. What could be more valuable than life? The odds of dying in the zone are high enough already. If freedom and duty go against each other, I shudder to think how many lives I won't be able to save. Is there something... Hey!
Ugh.